Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off from U.S. Bank Stadium. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Bears take over the first down at their own 18-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
The separation, well, it comes in the preparation. In this defense, when they were prepared, they identified all week long the weak points in this offense, and they keep hammering away at it. This is why you do your homework, kids. Good things typically follow.
Williams with 3rd and long. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st down, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Chicago 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw by Williams. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Williams to throw on 1st. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third down, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Working from the gun, Williams. Throw caught by his running back. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. They motion the slot man right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So we're through one as we're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. We'll see if they go for it here. Fourth down near the end zone. Williams from the gun. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. Their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. Still some room at the 20. And he'll get this all the way up to the 35. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. Kamara now on first and 10. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
At the Bears' 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Looking to throw on third and 2. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. McCarthy to throw for it. Throw is caught by the back. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
So close to getting off the field. The fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Running left, this is Kamara. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
From the 28. Cut out left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Vikings, eager to get some points on the board. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Gonna keep this one and go. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
They give to Kamara, left side. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 20 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Bears into the nickel for third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Will Reichard now to try the Vikings field goal. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense to the line for second down. Now here's Williams. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So now it's going to be third and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's Williams. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Not throw in the direction of DJ Moore. So it'll be second down. They are throwing it again. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's the connection to Odunze. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Looking for the back that time. And that makes it second and goal. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Carney's kick is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Ty Chandler to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 39.
They're out and set, first and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. Pass is caught by Addison. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's 2nd and 7. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
First down throw by Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, or it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Working from the gun, Williams. And they can't connect on the 3rd down. Deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Looking to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. from the 48. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. He has the first over the middle. Down to the 10. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a third-quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Williams from the gun. Has his man. It's a Dunze. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Williams to throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From just shy of midfield on second down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Fits it through the middle. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut it to 1 late in the third. It's a Roma Dunze touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears tie things 10-10. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. The question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Has it downfield, working the left. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a lead just before the end of the third. Reichard on to the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Williams to throw. He's got him, that's Swift. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to... They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Man in motion, out of the slot. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, he loses the football. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Running behind center with Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Counter give to Kamara. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. They get an even 10 on that play. And now they have a first and goal. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal. This is Stevenson heading right. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. Kamara running out of the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. He'll throw it. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. The Tennessee rookie picks it up. Oh boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleased, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.